Hi everyone, how are we all doing? Yeah, so we're back for another office hours. In these sessions, you can literally ask me anything about Novelcrafter. I will try my best to answer, and we also just have a little bit of fun writing. Um, this week, I'm not entirely sure um what I'll be doing with the writing. I think so. We've got chapter one sorted. I'm, I mean, it makes sense if I do chapter two. There was some difficulties I was having with it, so I guess I could spend some time kind of like trying to get that there. Um, we'll see. Oh, hello, Nikki. How are you doing? Um, yeah, because a lot of this is going to need reworking now that things in the canon have changed. Um, oh, hello, Michael. It's lovely to have you back. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Um, yeah, and I just part of me is like, when you have like the thing of, do I sort out the structure and the overall stuff, or is that just procrastinating from just like working on the next chapter when I know that none of these changes are going to make a big impact on the next chapter at least? So I'm not entirely sure. So some thoughts would be good if anyone has them. Um, oh, you're very welcome. I love doing these live events. Like it's nice just to sit and chat and do some writing that's like it's like different to my normal stuff. And just chill with you, stay in this world of Nova Bezos, and and like share stuff because I think it is sometimes hard to know different things. Like seeing people's workflows really does help. Like I enjoy watching people write for that reason, like streaming and all that. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, right. Okay, let's I guess first of all, do any of you have any questions or requests? That's probably the best place to start. If not, then I'll start diving into maybe doing some kit bashing. Um, I think I've got an idea for how I'm going to go about it. So, yeah, I think I'll probably delete anything I don't like from all the iterations and see if there's a common theme on the section that I'm not liking and then generate that separately. I think is kind of my basic plan to start with. Whether that goes well or not, I'm not sure. But I think I'm like 90% sure that it's the same point in each version that I wasn't liking. So I'm hoping, although of course I can't fully remember because it's been like a few weeks. So I'm gonna try that. We'll see how well it works. I'm also going to put on some headphones. Um, I'll take them off when people have questions, of course, or just turn off the music. Sound. Yeah, what are you guys up to? What are you writing? Um, okay, I'll try and like live comment what I'm doing. So if I suddenly go silent, just poke me and be like, Kate, 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 you need to speak. Right. So this is when I was testing out the different, from what I remember, it was when I was testing out the different iterations of 3.7. Yeah, spaces prompt, my voice, sonnet thinking. Okay, yeah. So different versions of my of different prompts with 3.7. Okay. See, I like that, but it feels like it's just yeah. Um Like I like this bit. Don't really like what came before it. It was a bit too like she gets up, she starts her day, yada yada yada. Like I don't know if she would say traffic is murder, but this is kind of funny. Um, Although the fact that they're separate doesn't, yeah. I think this just ended up like talking too much. Um, mm, yeah, because they were talking about this. This was a bit too telly. Um, it's just rambled on a bit much. Although I like, she's a bit too rude here. I think that's the issue that I'm having. Like, Delilah is snarky, but she's not like antagonistic. She doesn't necessarily. I don't feel like she goads. Um, and like Zora is like like a bit of a snipey, but she's not domineering. So I'm just going through. I mean, I like that. Zora hated letting apprentices work unsupervised, but loved paperwork even more. So, okay, the fact that she suddenly comes in, makes this assumption, doesn't work. It's clunky writing. Um, I didn't want Anna in the thing anyway. You're as old as he was when I left for war. She gets through these sections. Um, I mean, I kind of like that description of them, so. Yeah, this is clunky. I can't remember what prompt I used, but I'm finding all this reading back. It's just really like, I don't know. What do you guys think? It just feels a little bit like stilted. Um, Yeah, I'm gonna delete most of that. Okay, so I got rid of like 2,500 words of that. Yeah, I was not feeling this. This is, I mean, it's fine. It's just not great. So that won't be the main draft to kit bash into. Let's see how the thinking did. Claude 3.7 loves doing titles. Like, dude, you don't need to. Um, okay, I mean, this is like it's again, it's fine. It's a little bit too tell than show. I kind of want something a bit more subtext, I guess. I don't know. What do you guys think when you're doing? Yeah. Oh, hi, Kate. How are you doing? Great class last time. Something that I asked for in Discord, the prompt thing. I saw the recording. Oh, you're very welcome. We're going to be doing some more prompt-ish kind of things, like prompt-adjacent stuff next week. So like I'm glad that helped. And if you've got a lot of questions, just ask them away. You know, we're here to help. Feel free to spam. Hello H13. But yeah, no, I'm just trying to. I mean, Corey, I'd love to know what you think. Are you agreeing that this just these generations just feel a little bit clunky? Yeah, I'm really disappointed. I mean, like obviously this is a few weeks, like last week or something, or the 2 weeks ago. Um, maybe it's just a matter of me putting too much information in the beat. Sometimes that I'm just gonna delete it. I might do it in beats rather than a full chapter at once and just kind of try something a little bit more. Do you think that would work? Just like try going back to beats rather than one-shotting it? Okay, well that's just started immediately where the other ones ended. Yeah. Well, I think some of these weren't using 3.7 thinking. I mean, this one is. Let's have a look at. This was 3.7 on its own. Zora's not meant to know that. Um, I mean, that's hilarious. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to like really edit the beats. Why? Mm, okay. I will edit my beat. Get rid of it. Hello, Robert. How are you doing? The day after the um One question, rewriting prompts. I understand that you will need to write. I mean, like, a lot of the stuff. So if are you talking about like chat prompts or are you talking about text replacement prompts, Ivan? That's my first question. It never lets you free. That's what we get with open arms. Where's that's better. Yeah, sorry. When you say rewriting prompts, do you mean like sorry, the text rewrite prompts or rewrite? Hello Tim, how are you doing? Good afternoon. I guess this is weird because like for Americans we're because our clocks haven't changed yet. This is like I guess an hour later for you guys, but it's like the same time for me. So I guess like different people are probably able to hop on, which is nice. Um, Not distracted, disturbed. Yeah. Yeah, when Corey was like, I'm ready for our meeting, and I was like, wait, what? I'm like in the middle of lunch, and I was like, I'm not ready. Time is such a weird concept. Okay. I think this is probably a lot as well because I had an AI generate like AI do a lot of the stuff for this because I was testing 3.7 with a plot. Wanting. Um, Rifle the bore zone will. When she finds a scrap up. She is not in a uh, Delilah. An example, you want to fix some dialogue, show don't tell in a scene. Oh, so that I would say square brackets are your absolute best friend. So if I think in like our general settings, you can go to experimental features and like click on tip of the day and like different tips come up and one of them is about square brackets. So if we go into our section, um let's um show don't uh tell make two. I've never tried this. Make two different versions of the paragraph. Um and then if I just go and rephrase sonnet, there you go. So you don't need to do lots of different prompts. If you just stick and use the normal expand and you just stick the instructions in. Um, yeah, bam. Just discarded that. And that was just adding in. Um, like the models are pretty clever, able to sort this out. Let's see if we want to um add sensory details and dialogue. And then I might try with this expanding it, I guess. Let's go for the expand. Um like you can see here it's adding stuff. It's done the expansion. Yeah. Oh, Tim, I'm glad you're loving the TOTD feature. I spent a lot well, we spent a lot of time getting them. So if anyone has any ideas for more tips that we can add in, like it's just a matter of me thinking of random things that I use on my daily basis in Novelcrafter that people might have, like sections. These are brilliant for just like storing text, having your different versions. You can exclude from the AI, exclude from your word count. You can have sections within sections. You can do, your text replacements within sections. You can have your scene beats in sections. Like, so you can, if you're trying two different versions, you can keep things around. It's just Delilah. The new injury and but yeah, I think it's like people think about um when you say visualizations, do you mean like just like an example codex and stuff? Is that what you're meaning? Yeah. Oh, no worries, Ivan. Like, I think there is a lot to learn, but like a lot of it is just working out what AI can do. Like the square brackets thing isn't a novel crafter feature. It's just we know that through experiments that AI will see stuff in square brackets as instructions because of its training and stuff. And so then we can just be like, boop, take advantage of that. Like it's the exact same expand prompt. It's just giving the instructions. And we've got some really cool changes coming to prompting sometime in the future. It's being actively worked on. So we'll be able to like give more details and hopefully it'll help simplify the process for everyone. Like that's what we're trying to do. Like we're trying to get that balance between super like powerful and people can do their really complex programming or like prompting, wrong word, if they want to, but also we want it to be friendly enough that if you don't want to do any of that, you never have to think about prompting. Um and getting that balance right is a little harder. Um, there you go. There are my codex entries for this book, the character codex entries, H13. Um, hopefully they'll help you. Filter by type characters. That didn't filter. Oh, I've got my old one minute. I've got the tests that I did 1 minute. But yeah, so I have my like things here. So that should work. You won't be able to import them, but you can like see them. Um, one other thing, I'm enjoying a lot the experience of the codex, the site. I'm uploading a lot of information I can feed the novel. Yeah, I think the AI, like, well, I think even if you don't use AI, the codex is so powerful because it just keeps everything in there and you can just easily reference it while you're writing. You don't have to like search through folders. You can just like, type your character's name and find them. I think that makes a really big difference. I feel like Parent Aster needs his dogs. Yeah. Um, I believe it was Ajax. No, not at the moment. It is something that we are working on, but we currently can't add in images into here, into the interface. Okay, Tim. Started using Novelcrafter before really learning about some features, so I ended up with chapters that need to be separated by scenes. The only way to... Yeah, at the moment, the only way to do this is copying and pasting, unfortunately. It's something that, like, is on our to-do list, but because it's so easy to manually copy and paste, it's kind of like it's not like, top priority, but like it's something that we acknowledge that we want to add. Oh, I'm glad you also love it, Michael. I think I'm up to date with the things. Okay. Starts to pack up her tools. Eavesdropping. Saw in the ducts. Yeah, we are gonna we do want to sort that out, Tim. We just yeah. You should see our laundry list. It is like, or our to-do list. It is ridiculous. Oh yeah, I love the pin option. Like, and being able to pin a chat, like just have a chat, pin it, beautiful. Like you can just chat with your scene while editing your scene and mwah. Okay, that Okay, let's see how this goes. Have I just check? I've got my sample chapter. Yep, that's. Let me just double check. It's the most up to date version. Wait. Okay, no, that was the most up to date version. That's fine. Do 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 do. He's still a threat until he's dead. Um, let's have a look at my prompt preview. So if you go on your prompts, I know I've got loads. Prompt preview. I'm more I'm worried that this is just going to be using the same chapter. Uh, so I don't really need the sample chapter. Do I get rid of it? I'll leave it for now. But that might... Corey, do you think having the sample chapter twice because of it reading back a chapter is going to make a difference? Okay, that's fine. I'll keep it then. Because slight F to edit it. I'll try Sonnet 0.7. Oh my god, it's had it start with her waking up. I mean, that's fine. That's not a teaching of mine. You've grown soft. Your dead friend's gonna test. Put your emotions aside. I think that is our most requested feature. Um, you can add your request. Yeah, no, there's not that either. Awkward turtle. You okay, interesting. This is definitely better. Um, but I don't know if I want this much preamble. Um, I mean, naming is such a pernickety thing. I mean, given that Novelcrafter doesn't like you can't like export to like EPUB and stuff, I would say just wait until you finish, and then when you've exported it, use like Word or Google Docs or whatever to do that. Like, if you're happy to leave the name until then. Oh my god, this is writing and writing and writing. Although I feel like it probably should start. Probably should start sooner. I guess it's hard because my original version started with the scene and it started with her like literally in the tunnels. And I'm kind of like um I don't know. Okay. This I can use for kit bashing. So I'm gonna copy the content. Um with writing you can like adjust whether if you go into the sections like the action menu, you can change if it's included in the word count. I think is that what you mean? With moving text around from one scene to another, I section the text, then drag it through into the new scene. Yeah, but and you can always dissolve it and then like keep it if it's like placeholder or stuff. Um, or you could just leave it in and just like have a few like blank lines, and then when you export it, add in your, because normally like on a chapter you just see the blank lines anyway. It's like unless you're changing point of view. Okay, so that was too many words. So I think I want to start this. Okay, let's see. I want to have this. I'm going to put in square brackets here. No idea if this is going to work. I'm just trying it out. We're experimenting, just including an extra experiment, an extra instruction there. Um, okay, this is much better. Okay, I'm happier with this. Oh, interesting. They've brought the spanner incident back. I like that. It's shards, not credits, but sure. Um, cavernous. Oh, that's a bit telly, but I can deal with that. Have they repeated this? I'm not sure. I can always cut bits. That's fine. Um, okay, I'm just going to skip forward to... Oh, I like how the AI is making that that link, even though I've not explicitly said. Okay. It could work. Okay, I mean that's a bit of a shit ending, but sounds too easy. What's the catch? Get rid of that. So never really know who you can trust. If they wanna get the bag open, you gotta say no, sir. 'Cause the ends always justify the means. And rivalry so, and your enemy is closer. Mm. Okay. I'm still not like um overwhelmed, but this'll work. We can work with this. We can get something out of this. I think deleting anything I don't like first is probably the. That's weird, because why would Sora mention it? Let's see how much of this I end up delete or like getting rid of. Should I just delete? Trying to get home with no storm or tidal wave. I remain unopposed. The bag is still closed, and I'm getting closer to you. I can't wait to make some new memories. Time for me to be the father I never was. Why are my eyes and my heart and my soul so heavy? Um, why won't you let me? Um, to be fair, actually, I think I quite like that as a start. I mean, she did drink it, so that makes absolutely no sense. But you know, sure. And also, why would she then have a hangover cure if she was saying, "Tell me you got painkillers"? Some bits, I'm kind of like, oh, that does not make logical sense. So I would maybe change around the. I find often like so I know a lot of people like are like for tracking word count, but it's so hard when like how do you tell which now are AI words and which are mine when like things change or get moved around? It's really hard, actually. Um, You're not even great. Okay, something. The reeks of false righteousness, that's what I hate. Okay, But no. There's a really cute black Labrador outside. It's just plodding along, like plup, plup, plup its tail, like so slow, so stately. Something isn't feeling right. I mean, I don't know if it'll work, but I'm just kind of curious. Maybe I need to get rid of the fabric. Yeah. Okay. Okay, do I get rid of the fabric or do I make more of it at this point? I feel maybe getting rid of it. So the colors are just different. So you can turn codex entries into different colors. So like if you go onto my Notion document, you can see my behind the scenes bit. I've shared that already. But yeah, just different words. I highlight the codex entry, press the actions menu, assign a color. Like in this context, it doesn't matter at all. But when writing, they're just words that usually indicate something that I should edit out, like adverbs or um, AIisms and stuff. Are we shorten in order to improve the pacing? If Delilah I've got you, don't worry, Ceci's got you now. Okay. Interesting. That's where I started in the original version. Deep in the shaft. They'll be the last mistakes you'll make. Okay, yeah. Right, option 2. Let's go for that. I could only hope you do the same. No, I don't. Okay. I think I'm getting somewhere. Let's archive that one. To be honest, I think I'm going to put in my original beginning. Okay, so I've got this. Mm. Okay. I want to add in. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a little trick, guys. I'm going to take this. I am going to make a quote. Put this here. And then for the days. As she begins to investigate, it slowly becomes clear that this isn't just a routine power surge. Delilah begins to look in more depth, and the more she looks, the more evidence she finds that this may be sabotage. But let me make this one thing clear. Okay, and then what am I doing? Delilah nursing a hangover from the night before. To put in a patch fix. This goes horribly wrong as an unstable power flow creates a surge that momentarily paralyzes her with pain. Okay. As she nears the exit, she can hear multiple voices. It is not just Zora. There also a man's voice that she doesn't recognize. When she exits, very inelegantly, she realizes the man is in uniform. He is introduced as an investigator, Asta. Realizes that Asta knows more than he lets on, and so he is she makes the Delilah makes the impulsive decision to hoping that the seriousness of it will mean that the repairs are done with less bureaucracy. That's not how you spell bureau. How do you spell? I can never. That's one of the words. Like I can never spell. There's an A in there. Okay, bureau. Well, that's the bureaucracy that is usually associated with such repairs. Um, Asking probing questions that suggest that that thing that she is talking about. Does anyone have any more questions while I'm doing this? Asking probing questions to suggest. While they've been talking, the dog. Asta is watching her closely. She's infinitely grateful when Zora. Let's try that. I think that hopefully that will work better. And so you can see here the bit that I had in quotes, it then puts it there. I often, when I'm doing this, I will then also put in quotes like other bits of text that I want to add, and it kind of then helps bridge the gaps between everything, especially when like I'm rewriting stuff. Okay. This feels like I need to cut it, make it shorter, need to like condense it, but it's okay. I can work with this. Hit her like a physical blow. God. Spell check. Oh, well, that's just my browser spell check. Um, like it's where did I see the spell check? Oh yeah, no, that's just like the in-app like Google Chrome browser. It's not Novelcrafter. So if you're using any browser, you just need to activate, I guess in your settings or something. Most browsers have an inbuilt spell checker. That's why we don't have one ourselves because we're in a web app. So like there is already a spell checker there. Yeah, no, I really like using scene beats as I think of them as like basically scene instructions. So I will add in like summaries, I will add in prose that I want to include. Like before when I was saying, I had the start mid action, like it'll be like direct instructions to the AI. Like I think of it like how you would in just like a box in like ChatGPT and stuff. That's kind of how I try to do it anyway. I think it kind of gives you it feels a lot more intuitive and like I just ramble in my beats and then something comes out and I can work on it. Okay, well that needs something doing to it. Um, okay, I really like that. That's great. Um, and a brother's final stand. I see you on the brink of death. Um, that's a little bit telly, but um, I'm not sure if I want that. Trojans cause he is vile. Um, Oh, the uniform. One minute, I need to. Yeah, that's a good description. Closely. So now I'm thinking, oh, maybe the next scene is like her like in the medics and maybe she hears something about her sister. Mm, okay, I mean I like that, but then oh, uh, okay, let's delete that. Okay, there's stuff I can work with here. Um, I'm not entirely sure what though. I think at this point I'm gonna call it a day there. I feel like we've got some stuff. There's no more, no one's been asking questions for a bit. I've got this. I think I've got something, and I want to end on a high. I mean, I hope like seeing things like this with the beats helps people like just get an idea of like what you can do with them. I often as well like in these I have like lists at the end of the thing of things to like key points. And like, if you think you're putting so much in the prompt anyway, it's good to put here. But yeah. Does anyone have any questions before I head off? And then we have the awkward like wait while I'm like, oh, does anyone have questions? I'm assuming not them. So I will head off. I will see you all on Saturday where we're going to be looking at using codex entries as like a shortcut to get around having to edit prompts manually. So that's going to be exciting. But yeah, I will see you then. Bye, guys.